Hey everyone, Daniel Kayser here at E3 2017, hanging out with Jonathan Miller, who's the communication manager at Aspyr Media, who are bringing us Observer later this year, I believe.
Coming this summer.
Coming this summer. Tell us all about the game, man.
Observer is a cyberpunk horror game. It takes place in the year 2084 in Krakow. You play as Dan Lazarski, who is an observer, which is a neural detective who has the authority to hack and invade suspects' minds. So to the people of Krakow in this dystopian future, they are so afraid of observers. These are like the cops you do not want to see in the neighborhood, because they don't just hack or invade your home, they invade your head. So basically you stumble upon a murder scene and you are a detective in the real world. So you are going to use your retinal implants to scan for biological evidence, to scan for electromagnetic evidence, to try and catch this murderer who's on the loose in this building. At the same time, the real detective work, for an observer, that takes place in people's heads. So Dan is going to hack into various people throughout this game, get inside their minds, and relive their worst fears, their memories, their hopes, their dreams. In the demo we have here, you see this guy in prison, but you also see him meeting his wife for the first time. So all the highs and lows of these people to hopefully get to the core of their mind and see what the truth is for this detective to be able to solve this mystery.
It's a super trippy game. I've seen some of it and I was absolutely amazed. Talk a little bit about the look of the game, though. It is really a gorgeous game. As dark and gritty as it sounds, it actually is a captivating world. Talk a little bit about the look of Observer.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We're very proud of the visuals. They're striking. It's this dark, gritty, cyberpunk universe. Sort of Chiron Corporation rules over everything, and you're in the slums, so it's like you see these Chiron holograms, but they're crumbling. They're not in pristine Japanese cyberpunk shape. This is Eastern European cyberpunk. So for those guys based in Krakow, they were always behind Japan and America, but they're cyberpunk fans, so they're like, what would that be cyberpunk in Eastern Europe? So very high tech but low life. Gritty. This is the poorest of the poor. The bottom 99% of the people in this dystopian future got it pretty rough. So you're going to be in the slums. But then the other part of the game takes place in people's minds. That's where all bets are off. The dream world, you're going to see all kinds of different places that these people have experienced. And they all cut and bleed and blend together, just like, when you're thinking and lose your train of thought. That's what happens here, but to a terrifying, horrifying effect.
Yeah, Layers of Fear was the previous game from Team Bloober, and obviously this is stepping things up even more. So talk a little bit about who the target audience is for this game. Who do you think really is going to enjoy this experience? Man,
this is really psychological, cerebral horror. This is something that you're going to get chills and it sticks with you. If you're expecting rocket launchers and zombies and upgradable, hand cannons, you'll be disappointed. But if you like an experience, a narrative-driven experience, with a lot of symbol and meaning, this is like playing through an interactive nightmare.
Obviously, Unreal Engine's playing a central role in bringing this project to life. Talk a little bit about the role that UE has played for the developers at Team Bloober.
Man, I can't speak to the technical stuff, but just the sheer beauty of it. I'm seeing things in Unreal that I've never seen before, because it's a hallucination almost, right? Like these kaleidoscope effects of nightmares coming at you from all directions. And it's amazing, you walk into a room and you think it's a normal room, but you turn around and everything's gone and there's a new nightmare behind you that's just invaded. And I've never seen game design like that before, and Bloober from Layers of Fear, they've just kind of learned and mastered those horror tricks, and it works on me every time.
So tell us what platforms and when Observer is going to be haunting our minds.
Xbox One, PS4, Steam, Mac, Linux, $29.99 coming this summer. In the next couple months here.
All right, and where can people go to learn more about the game?
You can go check out observergame.com. We got plenty of new footage up there from E3 here, and we can't wait to show you more.
Awesome, man. It looks amazing. Thanks for your time chatting here at E3. For the latest on all things Unreal Engine, you could also head online to unrealengine.com.